And I'm joined in the studio by four lovely young men. We've got Anthony, Daniel, Felipe, and Angus. Woo, I remembered that. From
Very good.
from Smaakt, naar Musiek. Which means what exactly?
It means, in English, tastes like music. In other languages, the same thing, but only it sounds different.
Taste like music.
Yeah.
So these guys are organising food and music events all around Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And so the thing that's unique about this is you're not only all chefs, but you're also composers and musicians, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit then about a bit more about the event.
Okay, so we've done 3 events already, and they range from outdoor events to indoor events. Right now we're focusing on doing events in cafes and restaurants around Amsterdam, but also other parts of the Netherlands. And basically we put on a dinner where each course is served with a piece of music. And each of us...
So written by the same person who invented the dish.
Oh, I see. So the same person creates a recipe and creates a piece of music to go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So how does that work? I mean, if you're not very musical, I guess I like cooking, but I'm afraid I'm not that musical. So what does that process involve?
My dish will be the dessert, and so I've come up with a chocolate mousse. It's a bit French bistro. I don't know why I'm Australian, but anyway, it's a chocolate mousse with rhubarb, and the piece of music that I won't perform it, but a harpist, Victoria Davies, will perform will be played at the same time as people eating chocolate mousse with rhubarb. And I mean, maybe you can kind of imagine some connections, kind of creamy chocolate mousse and celestial harp sounds or something.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
However, I think really what we're about is trying to share more about ourselves. So it's a more intimate way to get to know us as composers, that you hear the music and the kind of food we eat, and that we've prepared it and brought it to you, and it'll be a really intimate evening.
Yeah.
So what you're saying then is that for you guys as both chefs and musicians, food influences music and music influences food. Is there some kind of influence there? I don't...
Yeah.
Try to explain that one to me.
Absolutely. It's more like you get a slice of the person who is cooking and who is composing. So you see something or hear something about them musically, and you also taste something about that person physically, in front of you, gastronomically. In front of you. So it's a good way to know an artist.
Yeah, I think there are some really strong similarities between being a chef and being a composer.
Oh, yeah.
And if you think about composing a dish, you're thinking about the flavours and the colours and the shapes, and also, the way it tastes and the way it looks at the end. You're trying to come up with a dish, a product at the end. And we think about it in a similar way as composers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, okay, so when is the first event? When and where?
The first event is the 28th, Wednesday the 28th of...
I'm from The Hague, so secretly we've got a Hague connection. The first one's on the 28th.
I'm sorry, the where?
You should come, we've got a beach.
Amsterdam, baby.
28th of May, which is a Wednesday in the Hagedis, Die Hagedis, which is an organic vegetarian restaurant in The Hague, with a beautiful acoustic.
Okay. And the first event in Amsterdam?
The one to remember is the Saturday the 31st in Amsterdam, Splendor Amsterdam is where it's being performed.
Okay, and where can people book tickets? How can they know more?
They can book tickets at Splendor on the Splendor site. Or they can send an email to reservations at Smaakt naar Musiek.
Is this your poster?
This is our poster,
Let's have a look. I'll help you out. You're a little bit injured there, aren't you, Anthony?
Yeah, I am. Occupational hazard.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to play something for us now, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I've already heard this actually in rehearsals, and it is beautiful. Is this in conjunction with any particular dish that you can tell me about?
Yeah, we have a little. It's an after dinner party, and we're serving a coconut and mint ice sorbet. With AstroTurf is the name of what Felipe and I are going to be doing.
Yeah.
And that's a kind of after dinner event.
All right. Go for it.
Bottoms and waves spanning through the days and emptiness. Unfazed by shadow, your horizons like the dust, but never fade. Naive and tongue-tied, continents would tremble at your feet, glowing and rising up out of the sea with golden rubies and everything that I'll ever be. Melting the dust and the weight in urban skies, summer rain. Listening ripples through the ether, spread out and tangle everything. Reaching out across the plains, golden rings and sparkling through the sky blue. Mountains more patient than 1,000 million years will tumble before you.